Hi, I'm Tracy Faulkner from Lush Fabrics with your new release for this week. We have another 9 fabrics today and another few sewing essential items to show you as well. We have a few double brush polys today, which are really nice for this time of year. Some scuba, sweater knit, French terry, and lots of coordinates to go with it. So I'm going to get right into it and show you the first one, which is what I am wearing. Show you up here. It is it's like a scuba, and this is velvet flocking on it, just like the Divalicious from last week. Different pattern, but it's the velvet flocking, just like the Divalicious had on it. But this is a thicker and heavier, less stretchy fabric base on this one. So it's called Bed of Roses. It is just beautiful for winter. It wasn't in our schedule, and I had to make room and put it in because it has to be out there for winter. It's just fantastic. So I've made a little pencil skirt with it, which is the Pattern Emporium Friday Feels skirt, is it? The tube skirt that they've got. First time I've made it, and it was great, really easy. This fabric, though, doesn't have a huge amount of stretch, so you do need to keep that in mind when you are choosing your pattern for this one. So it's just really, it's about 30% horizontal. It's really very little. Just a little bit of give vertically, which is important because this particular pattern, the skirt that I made, it said that the vertical stretch is important. It has to at least have some give. If it doesn't have any give, then it's not going to work so well. So do keep that in mind. I did also make myself a dress from this fabric, and I couldn't move in it. So keep that in mind. So woven fabric, a woven pattern might even be something that you could use with this fabric because it has so little stretch that if there's a woven pattern you've been dying to make in a more structured type fabric, then this could well be it. So it's 94% polyester, 6% spandex. It's 240 GSM. It's got a slight thickness to it, a little bit like scuba does, but it doesn't have the stretch of scuba. And you can see it's quite structured as well, which makes it perfect for things like pencil skirts or jackets. Plenty of dresses as well look fantastic with some structure on them too. So we don't have any coordinates to go with this one other than black because we don't have an exact match to this pink, but we do have some thread to go with it. So 471 will match with this one, and I'll put a link to that in the product listing on the website. So this is Bed of Roses. It's beautiful. Okay, now I have a scuba, which is also really pretty, and it's super soft. It feels lovely. This one is called Behold, and it's similar to one that we had, I think it was last year, from in Beth's collection when she did up a collection. I think it was quite similar to this. It's very, very pretty. It's got some really cute colours in there. So a nice grey background, which isn't overly common to have a grey background, so I quite like it. I'm just going to move this table out of the way. There we go. So scuba has some good horizontal stretch, and vertically just a bit of give, really, not a great deal there. There's the drape, so you can see it drapes a bit better than this Bed of Roses fabric did, which just tells you how it's going to sit when you sew it up. I might still take a picture of my my dress just to show you because it does look fantastic. I just can't move in it. Okay, so this one, 220 GSM for scuba, for this scuba, and it matches really nicely with the pink bamboo. If you're looking for a coordinate to sew up with it, or as another garment to match with it. Rose, double brush poly, just there we go. Light sage, single brush poly. Dark rose, double brush poly. Heathered grey, brown modal, Camellia Pink, double brush poly. More? Yep, 2 more. Soft green, round modal, that's so pretty. And white. So this is double brush poly, but we've got white in Ponty and Liverpool, Bamboo, Tri-Blend, French Cherry. So we've got a few white options. So this is Behold, and it's a lovely soft scuba. Now, French Cherry. You guys liked this when we released it in a different colourway, so we'll see what you think of it in this colourway. This is Midnight Sky in grey this time. So we've had this in black previously and in pink, and now we've got the grey version of it. So a little bit more gender neutral. So if you've got some boys who like the stars as well, then this will work out well. Now it's hard to see it all with the foil, but those foil stars, some of them are gold, some are bronze, and some are silver. And it just kind of depends on the light to try and catch all of those little stars in there. But it's really sweet. It's like a heathered grey background. So French Cherry has some horizontal stretch, really nothing vertically. And there's the drape. So this is a reasonably thin French Cherry for a French Cherry. It's 200 GSM, and while it's quite light and not overly thick, it's still quite warm and snuggly. So I've got a couple of things made up in this French Cherry, and it's really comfortable to wear. It's not really bulky, and it does give that snuggly feeling. So French Cherry, you know something's French Cherry if you can see these loops on there. It could be on either the front or the back of the fabric. Sometimes they put the print on the loopy side for a bit of added texture, but a lot of the time it is on the smooth side. And French Cherry is fantastic for things like jumpers and cardigans, track pants if the stretch is right, if there isn't any vertical stretch that's required. You can still make skirts and dresses and tops and that sort of thing out of it as well. So it's quite versatile. We don't have any coordinates with this one either, but being that light grey, you can put heaps with it. We do have a thread to match. I think I forgot to show you the thread for Behold, the last scuba, but we do have that as well. This is 191. So all the links to the threads will be up on the website. And also the pictures of these fabrics with their coordinating colours. So if I'm going through it too quickly, don't worry, you can see it on the website and take your time and look through it that way. This has to be the softest, most loveliest. I just want to have a little nap on it. Fabric, it feels amazing. This is a sweater knit and it's Indulge, so we have this print in another couple of colourways. This one's navy and pink, so this is Indulgence in pink sweater knit, and it feels absolutely gorgeous. It'll be so nice to wear. So sweater knit has really great stretch, really good stretch both ways, and beautiful drape. So sweater knit is not just for sweaters and cardigans, although it is beautiful for those things, but you can also make yourself a great dress out of sweater knit. I've seen someone make some pants out of sweater knit, so just so long as the stretch is right, and depending on the sort of garment, you may need to use some clear elastic just to stabilise it a bit, because it does have a lot of give going on in there, so it might need a little bit of help to keep strong, but otherwise beautiful. So this one goes with dark rose, double brush poly, and navy, single brush poly, rose, where is that one? Rose, double brushed, just matches in with some of those lighter colours, sort of, and dark blue, double brush poly as well. And I think we just put good old, the navy 3561 with that one. Let's put something on there, let's get that off. So we've got some thread to match that one too. We did quite well with the thread today. I've managed to match most of them. There's just one that I couldn't match today. So we did get a new shipment of threads in. earlier on this week, so we got some new colours and we were able to restock some old colours. So we're getting a bit better with our thread. So there's still many more colours on the chart to buy, but we're getting there. Okay, now all the rest this week are double brush polys. We've been a bit short on double brush polys in our releases, and it is a beautiful fabric for this time of year. If you've never used double brush poly before, I highly recommend you try it. It is a lovely, lovely fabric. People are a bit scared of it because of its poly content, which is fair enough. They wonder if it's breathable or if they'll find it hot, that sort of thing. It really is a personal thing, and it really is something that you just really need to give it a go sometimes to see if it does work for you or not. There's many patterns out there, you know, t-shirts or tank tops, that sort of thing, where you can just buy the 1 metre and still be able to make a garment to see if it's going to be right for you or not. And that is a totally personal thing, as I said. So double brush poly feels absolutely amazing. It is brushed and soft and lovely on both sides, so it feels really great to wear. It has really good stretch both ways, and it has really good recovery, so it can stretch out and it'll come straight back in again, which means it's not going to grow on you and get bigger in the day, which some fabrics can do, particularly if they've got a bit of rayon in them. They tend to do that a little bit more, but so it just means that double brush poly you can use quite tight across your body or draping down, and both of them work really, really well, which makes it good for really any kind of garment, so long as the stretch requirement is what the pattern is after. And the patterns will always tell you what their stretch requirements are, usually in percentage form, and we tell you the same thing on our website for each fabric, what the stretch percentage is, so you can match them up very easily. So this one is so pretty. It's called Jaw Dropper, because it will just look stunning made up into a dress or something, wouldn't it? It would be a bit of a jaw dropper. And this one looks fantastic with the scarlet single brush poly, or you could try and match up those leaves and go with the olive double brush poly, Kelly green to match in with those leaves, single brush poly, fire engine red if you wanted to go a cotton spandex, that looks really good too, and of course avocado cotton spandex. Now, thread for this one, if I can, I usually go for the background colour. So obviously this one is just good old black. Matches in beautifully. Okay, that's Jaw Dropper, double brush poly. Next one I have loved since it arrived, and I have made a dress in this one. It's very pretty, this one. Some great colours in it. Unfortunately, we've missed some of our, the pink that would go beautifully with these flowers is berry, and we are all sold out, unfortunately. But if you happen to have any berry double brush poly at home, it would go really well, I think. So this is called Love Letter. It's just so lovely and pretty. It's got a great colour on the background, beautiful colours in it. So double brush poly means it has the amazing stretch both ways and really beautiful drape. So this one looks really good go with the olive again to match in with some of those leaves. That's double brush poly. Rose, double brush poly, and salmon. This is a cotton spandex. Where are we? I've missed. They're just down here. There's some little bit of that colour in there, which is really cute. Teal blue. How nice is that? I love it when they match the background colour. Light sage, is that what I'm after? Yes. Light sage and a bit more avocado. And some white as well. Looks really good with it. And I did use a contrast, and it's not here, we haven't done photos with it, but the pink double brush poly also looks really nice with it. So I use the pink because it does actually match in with those colours in some of the flowers there. So I thought the pink looked really nice too. So this is Love Letter double brush poly. Okay, a few more to give you an animal print. We've certainly, last week we tried to do the non-floral release, which I did very well until I decided to add Deebalicious in at the last minute. But this week they're all florals except for this one. So this one, aren't they great colours? This is called Saucy Minx, double brush poly, great stretch, both ways, nice drape. Again, I'll show you that print. It's just a mixture of a few animals going on in there, I think. It's got some great colours, so it matches with a few things. Matches in with russet. I do love that combination. This is a double brush poly. Mustard, double brush poly. We do also have a mustard in French cherry if you wanted a different mustard. Light olive again. This one's been popular today, hasn't it? It's a light olive. And that was light sage that I just showed you then. Sorry, this is light olive. Here we go. Sorry, I did that wrong there. This one's the light olive. This one is latte, which is lovely with it. Let's see. Ivory. Camel, double brushed. Burnt orange is going to be bright, but pretty fabulous. And tan. So that is Saucy Minx, double brush poly. Two more. Okay, this one is called Aurora, and this reminds me of one of the fabrics that we had right at the beginning, whose name I just cannot remember right now, but we had it in a couple of colourways. And the print is different, but the background colour is very similar, and it had some yellow flowers on it like this, which is why it reminds me. So this is a really big print, so keep that in mind, depending on who you're planning on sewing for or what sort of garment you're going to make. So it's called Aurora, double brush poly. Nice stretch again. Again, I forgot to show you the matching thread for the last one. There was a matching thread for Saucy Minx, but there wasn't one for Love Letter. I'll put the link up for you. Okay, so this one looks great with, find my colours, teal blue, mustard, love that, really picks up those colours in there. Mocha, some of those colours in the leaves. Masala, cardinal, this is a single brushed cardinal, looks great. Camel, bright coral, banana, and white again. Where did I hide the white? Here it is. There we go. And the white. So pretty. It's a beautiful print. Really great as a maxi dress or a maxi skirt or something like that, or a long line cardigan. It would look fantastic. Okay, so that's Aurora, double brush poly. Okay, finally up to the last one, up to our Sunday special this week. This one's called Once Upon a Time, because I thought it was quite a sweet little print again. It's a double brush poly this week. So the last few weeks I've tried to give you some different fabric bases for the Lush Sunday special, just so that you can have the opportunity to try some of those fabric bases that you might not have tried before. But we are back to double brush poly this week because we do have lots of those this week. How gorgeous is this print? Isn't it beautiful? It's a nice black background. I forgot to show you the matching thread again, didn't I? I'm terrible at this job sometimes. It's on the website. Okay, so great stretch both ways. Beautiful drape. So soft to the touch. And this one matches in with, this one might be my favourite. This is Watermelon Cotton Spandex. But it also goes with tan, matching with those flowers there. So tan double brush poly, grey tri-blend, there's some grey in those flowers, or the grey 100% cotton. This is a knit, so that looks really nice as well. The green brushed 100% cotton, also a knit, looks really good. And cardinal matches in well. So, once upon a time, it is your Lush Sunday special today. So that means just for Sunday, it is $15 per metre. $14 per metre, actually. And we've just gone with good old black again for the thread on that one. So I remember this time, not that I really needed to with the black, did I? So jump on and grab some of this one while it's nice and cheap. If you haven't tried double brush poly before, it's a great time to give it a go when it's that little bit cheaper. So we also have just a couple of new sewing essential items. So I'll just quickly show you those. First one is just some pins, which we've had before, but it's just a different brand this time. They are the glass head pins again, very sharp, fine pins with the glass head on there. So we'll put those up. I have some overlocker needles. So these super stretch needles are for your overlocker. I'm not sure if you could just use them on your sewing machine as well, but anyway, when I was searching for overlocker needles, this is what is recommended. So I'm going to put those up on the website as well. I think you're going to like this one. I've got some little rainbow unicorn scissors to put up. They're super cute. Great just for snipping threads and that sort of stuff next to your sewing machine or overlocker. So I'll put those ones up as well. We, of course, are doing our Lush gift card giveaways, and I'm going to do it the same as I did last week to open it up to a few more people. Instead of doing the one $50 gift card, I'm going to do two $25 gift cards. So one will be in the Facebook group and one will be on the Facebook page. You are welcome to enter both competitions. It's totally up to you. So they will go up there as well. And that is it. That's all of our fabrics, our new sewing essentials. We have updated some inventory on some of our other sewing essentials which sold out, so check those out as well. That's all. Hope you like the fabrics, and I'll see you again next week. Thanks. Bye.